All right, you guys, I totally messed up on my video. That's why I'm kind of late on this one, and it's a two-part series-ish. I recorded all of this and forgot to plug in my mic. It's a new mic with a new audio. Hopefully it sounds better for you guys, but I forgot, so I'm reshooting everything. Don't worry, I put on the same shirt. All right, you guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm gonna go into a deep dive of what I spent on my house and my casita and what I could potentially make in Airbnb income. Basically going to try to house hack, and I'm gonna explain that to you. So if that interests you guys, stay tuned. It's gonna be a great video. So I purchased a new home in 2021 of May. I bought this house because it had a casita that obviously needed a ton of work, which you guys may have seen through my Instagram posts and whatnot, but it is now finished, which you saw last week. I did just a quick tour of the place so you can kind of get a better idea. But basically, I bought this place out in Rio Verde. It's kind of off the beaten path. I wanted to be a lot more out in nature, but I really wanted to try to house hack. I was really trying to hope that the casita would rent enough that it would pay for my entire mortgage on my house. So I'm not gonna go into crazy detail, but in short, I'm gonna run you guys through a handful of numbers, give you guys a better idea of maybe potentially how you guys can house hack and how you can get into the game of short-term rentals, Airbnb, whatever. I think this is a great entry level or great way to like house hack so you can get in the business. Let's say you bought a house or you live in the main house and there happens to be a casita in the backyard. It's a great way to, slowly get your feet wet into short-term rental, Airbnb, and cover a lot of your expenses, if not pay for all of your expenses. So this house was purchased in May of 2021 for $610,000. I did a complete remodel on the casita it was a dirty old garage, bad bathroom. We did everything on the remodel from all the way down to the 2x4s. We spent about $150,000 on the casita, and I did spend $20,000 maybe on the main house. I haven't really done that full redesign yet. Hopefully I will soon. And then I partnered up with West Elm with a company called Host GPO. They connected me as a partnership, and we spent about $50,000 in furniture, which covered the entire casita and covered my main house. The main house, to give you guys an idea, is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So when I purchased the house, I purchased it in all cash. I knew I was gonna do a remodel, and then I wanted to refinance when it was done. Hopefully I can get it appraised for a lot higher than what I paid for. So again, I paid for $610,000 for the house. I did a complete remodel. I just got it appraised, so now I'm gonna be doing a mortgage. I got a 4.25% interest, I believe. So now I will have a mortgage. They appraised my house for about $800,000, $820,000. So a lot more than what I paid for it. I was hoping actually to get closer to $1 million, but the appraiser was, lack of better words, not very good. So now that I got my place appraised, I got all that cash. I went ahead and paid off all my credit cards, paid off all the furniture, the construction loan. So I'm pretty much debt free on that house now. Now I just have a mortgage. So my mortgage now is $3,500 a month, which covers the main house and the casita. I spend about $1,000 a month on utilities, landscaper, pool, maintenance, all that other kind of stuff for the house, insurance, blah, blah, blah. So it comes out to about $4,500 a month just to turn the lights on. Now, running the numbers for this place of potentially what I can make is a little different because I live in the main house and the casita is gonna be a full-time rental. So let me run you through a bunch of scenarios that you could possibly do for yourself, but for this place, this is what I'm gonna do. Hopefully, I'm gonna be able to rent the casita quite a bit. That will pay for most, if not all of my expenses. But since I live in the main house alone, I plan to rent out the main house whenever I can so I can travel a lot more, or just if I need to make extra money, pay for all the bills and mortgage and overhead. And let me just run some numbers on just the casita. So the casita is a 1-bedroom, bath, a kitchen, has a fold-out couch that somebody else could sleep in the living room and whatnot. But on AirDNA, it says the average is about $129 a night. For me, I feel like that's extremely low. In the area, there's not too many casitas, and they're not nearly as nice what I did. It's brand new, so I'm probably gonna go pretty aggressive and go low so I can get as many bookings and as reviews as possible. But I think once it starts getting up to a superhost status, once I start getting more and more reviews, I think I can get that place up to 200 a night pretty easily for what the space is and what you get for it. So let's just say some rough numbers. If I think I can get $120 a night, let's say monthly, I think I could do anywhere from $2,800 to $4,400 a month, about just on the Casita itself. Now, if I wanted to rent just the main house, so I can basically have 3 Airbnb listings on this property. If I want to rent just the main house alone, then I could either stay in the Casita or I could, leave town, rent the Casita and the main house at the same time. But let me run you some numbers on what the main house can do itself. Now, the main house had some pretty impressive numbers. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, has a pool, if that's what you want to call it. It's pretty small, private backyard, sits on 1 acre. It's awesome. So with those numbers on AirDNA, the main house can average anywhere from $450 to $650 per night. I think I can get that no problem, especially when I do the full remodel. I did do all the furniture in here and it's beautiful furniture, so that should definitely help. So let's just say on an average, I end up renting 11 nights in the main house just to help me cover expenses and make a little bit of money. So let's just say I ran it only for 11 nights a month. That could potentially bring in $4,900 to $7,150 a month, just the main house alone. So if I did just the main house alone, I can pretty much cover my entire mortgage and all of my overhead if that's what I want to do. Now, scenario number 3 is I want to leave town. I want to travel a lot more again. So I can rent the Casita and the main house together to one big family, one big group, whatever it may be. And I can get a lot more money for that. I think the lowest I can get probably is about $650 a night, anywhere from $800 a night for that. Pretty easily, I think I can rent that out quite a bit. I'm not sure how often I'm going to do that, to be totally honest. So I'm mostly focusing on renting just a Casita or just the main house, and then I can swap back and forth or travel that way. So whenever I'm investing in Airbnb, especially in a new market that's a little bit more risky, I want a bunch of different scenarios. I love this investment. The property value has already gone through the roof, so I'm earning a lot of equity here. Plus I get to live here. This is where I do all my work. So if you guys have any questions about house hacking or how then maybe you can take advantage of a situation like this, I know a lot of people that have like a 4 or 5 bedroom house and they don't use 2 of the bedrooms and they rent out the bedrooms and pay for all their expense. But for me, I like my own space. So that's why I really love the detached Casita idea. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, smash that like, leave me a comment. I would love to hear your guys' input. Have you guys done this before? Do you have any tips or tricks on building out multiple listings on one property? So yeah, I just wanted to run you guys through a quick scenario on maybe how you can get into the Airbnb space. House hacking is a great way to do that. Hope you enjoyed this video. Is there more stuff that you would like to learn about this process? Please let me know in the comments and I will read them. And hopefully I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Thank you.